Welcome to the video on Introduction to Accents. So an accent is basically an emphasis of a certain note in all types of music. So you're going to see this with piano and guitar and all types of music. But there's a certain way to play on the violin, which we're going to have to teach you today. So the biggest thing with accents is going to be your index finger. So up to this point you've probably developed a little bit with the index, but a lot of times this is going to be a little bit weak for some students. So really make sure that you're using this to play the accent. So don't use your whole hand to press down on the stick to make an accent. Use just your index finger. So a good exercise would be just to go up and down with the stick. So you're touching the stick with the hair, coming back up just with the index. So that's really good practice. So an accent is going to look like this in music. It looks like a sideways up bow. So that's the way it's going to be initiated in music. In Violin Tutor Pro, I just have the letter and the number bolded. So that means that you're going to emphasize. So let me show you how this works. So let's take A3. So if I played two A3s back and forth, just normally, nice and smooth legato. So now if I accent those, I'm going to bite the very first part of the note, like this. Okay, now if you really look closely, the stick is touching the hair right before I hit the note. See, I'm setting it. Now, what you don't want is you don't want one of two things. You don't want this, where the dynamic is changing and you're just tugging and pulling faster. You don't want that. The bow speed is the same. It's this, downwards. The other thing you don't want is you don't want too much of an accent, right? You don't want, sorry for that sound, but you don't want that either, and I do hear that in my studio quite a bit, that sort of sound. So just right in between, it's going to take practice, but the other thing that I see students do a lot of is they start the accent okay, but then they stop the bow like a staccato, so they go like this. So see how I'm not keeping the stroke going, so same stroke after initial bite. So notice that once I do the accent, the note is going to look the same as any other note. It's just the very beginning of it. So let's try these out in an actual song. So high flyer stomp is going to be in the key of C allegro. I'm going to start off forte with a series of eighth notes. D3, O2, key of C, A4. Low one because we're in the key of C, E2 dotted quarter. Now here's your accent. Now this is a half note accent, so very beginning you're going to bite it and then keep